When the 28-3 Chicago Bulls lured Dennis Rodman and his hair away from San Antonio, people said if the four-time defending rebounding champ keeps his sneakers on, then the Bulls would only be lacking a big man. With all due apologies to Bill Winnington and Luke Longley, Chicago still does not have a proven center. Instead, they have the game's best rebounder, best player ever, best current all-around player, and best Croatian player. Gary Miller puts this Bull team up against the title-winning Bulls.
They won their first title in 1991, became repeatables in 92, and got the hat trick in 93. Now, after matching an historic start, with only Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan remaining from those championship days, could this 95-96 Bulls team be learning how to fly again?
To compare this team to the team that 5 years ago, the team 5 years ago won a championship. That was the outcome of the season. This team hadn't done anything as of yet.
But wouldn't it be interesting to compare? The roar of grand old Chicago Stadium versus the modern United Center. How about Phil Jackson without a beard versus Phil with beard? And now the players. Horace Grant.
He started the power forward with Horace Grant and Dennis. Horace was he could be more of an offensive player. Dennis obviously isn't as offensive minded. He's a terrific rebounder. He gives us so many second chances.
I think Dennis's defensive abilities, man to man, are non-paralleled in this game. Horace is a good team defensive player and a shot blocker, but maybe not as good a one-on-one individual defensive player. Rebounding-wise, there's no one that compares to Dennis.
I fed off Michael and Scottie, how they created on the floor. I tried to find open spots.
One of the reasons I came to Chicago is because I saw how well John fit in with the system, and I felt that I was a similar player. The only difference is he's hit game-winning shots in championship games, and he's got 3 rings on his finger.
In the middle, Luke and Bill Cartwright were totally different players.
Bill Cartwright, who could hold down the middle of the floor, prevent any easy baskets, make teams take the tougher shot.
Bill had a respect around the league from players and officials, and he played so determined in the post that he was very effective for us. And Luke, right now, at this stage of his career, doesn't get that type of respect.
Michael Jordan!
Will I lead the league in scoring? I don't know. Can I? If I want to.
You can never compare how he is today compared to where he was before he left. But he's 2-3 years different. You lose something naturally as you age. They're not be jumping as high, but he has the footwork, getting 10 points, finding some easy way to score.
I think he's more confident. I think everyone can see that.
You can see where in the past where Scottie used to get a ball to Jordan and really just get out the way. Now he's like, Jordan, give me the ball, let me do my thing.
One of the big reasons for that was maybe my departure away from his team for 18 months, to where he stepped forward and understood some of the responsibilities that he has. His game is beautiful at this particular time, and I think you have to respect that and give him credit.
Chicago now hears talk of 70 wins, a feat never accomplished. The record is 69 by Wilt Chamberlain's 71-72 Lakers. The 91-92 Bulls were only 2 victories off that mark.
The second team that won 67 games, that possibly could have won a lot more games over the course of the season, had a tendency to figure games out in the middle of a game and go ahead and just win a game. And this team has that little ability to just put the finishing touches on teams somewhere in the second half. They deliver that goal.
We had a chemistry between us that worked on the floor. And now the only way we can tell if that's going to happen with this team is if we continue to play well and if we continue into the playoffs and go ahead and win.